from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been...
So, it looks like the world of Hollywood has just been hit by a bombshell revelation, as it turns out that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage was a fake. Jada just revealed that she and Chris Rock almost dated, the same guy Will slapped during the Oscars award, which resulted in a career decline for him. Shocking, right? Despite Will's attempt to defend Jada that very day, it appears that love might not be in the cards for them anymore, as Jada just revealed that she and Will have been separated since 2016. Why did the couple separate and keep it a secret, and most importantly, why did Jada just choose to reveal it? So much is going on, and we're about to spill the tea on the whole gist.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
Right.
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
Yes.
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kat, and welcome back to Rumor Has It. And honestly, what a crazy revelation. Nobody on the surface of the earth was ready to hear something like that about one of Hollywood's most famous couples. Although recently, they've garnered a lot of bad PR due to their marriage issues, no one ever expected to hear that Will and Jada Pinkett Smith have been separated for a whole 7 years. During an interview with NBC News, which was previewed on the 11th of October 2023, Jada Smith dropped a huge bombshell about her and Will Smith's situation, and no one would have ever seen it coming. During this interview, Jada mentioned that she and Will Smith had been living separately since 2016. But what really happened? After long years of marriage, Jada fell out of love with Will. According to her, they then made a mutual decision that she and Will would live separately, as that was the best thing they could think of at the time. Unknown to the whole world, it turns out that Jada and Will have had marital issues since all the way back. The couple had had enough of the issues by 2016, and they just decided to stop trying altogether. So a separation sounded like the most perfect idea while they both figured their shit out. When asked to speak more on this revelation, Jada said, "Why it fractured, that's a lot of things. I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying." So, it supposedly turns out that Jada and Will have been deceiving us for all of 7 years. Of course, we knew that things got rocky between them, but many of us had expected them to work things out at some point, especially after Will Smith publicly defended Jada by giving Chris Rock a heavy slap on stage.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
You all remember this crazy moment, right? This open palm slap of the century incident turned out to be one of the worst things Will had ever done, and it took a huge toll on his career. He was also banned from attending the Oscars for the next 10 years. It was such an explosive moment in their marriage, with Will defending his wife in a very public and aggressive manner. Now here's the kicker. Despite the public embarrassment Will went through after slapping Chris Rock for Jada, it turns out that Jada and Chris almost dated. What else could be worse than the realization that your wife was very close to dating someone who caused you to get out of character in public? We don't know about you, but we think it'd suck to find that out. But when did the almost date between Chris and Jada happen? It turns out that it all went down when rumors about Jada and Will getting a divorce began circulating. Since the marital issues between Jada and Will started to surface, there's been a lot of speculation about them putting an end to their marriage and finally getting a divorce. As you may have already heard, Jada was involved in an entanglement with August Alsina, who's a musician sometime in 2015. When the rumors came out, Jada initially denied ever cheating on Will with August Alsina. However, during a July 2020 episode of Red Table Talk, she mentioned that she did have, in her words, an entanglement with the musician, as she and Will had briefly put their marriage on pause at the time. According to Jada, she was hurt and felt lonely at the time, and desperately needed to feel good after a long time. Yes, it was a relationship, absolutely. I was in a lot of pain and I was very broken, she said during the Red Table discussion that had Will Smith in attendance. After her admittance, many thought that Will and Jada were bound to get a divorce. This was the moment when the world got a glimpse of the turbulence in Jada and Will's marriage, as it was clear that issues were brewing beneath the surface. Rumors began to spread about the pair's divorce, and many fans thought that Jada and Will's love story was on the verge of ending. Meanwhile, Chris Rock, on the other hand, felt that it would be the perfect time to have his own entanglement with Jada. He did the craziest thing by asking Jada out. In this particular summer, Chris Rock, he thought that we were getting a divorce, so he called me and basically was like, "I'd love to take you out." According to Jada, she was immediately taken aback by what Chris said and had to tell him that she and Will were still together before he apologized and ended the call. All of the issues aside, Jada Pinkett Smith and Will Smith used to be Hollywood's favorite couple. After getting married in 1997, the pair started building a cute family together. They had Jaden and Willow Smith within 4 years of their marriage, and their marriage seemed like something out of a movie. Jada and Will, two Hollywood A-listers, have always been known for their commitment and love to each other, and their relationship was even a shining example people frequently made reference to in their world of celebrity marriages, or so we thought. So where exactly did it all go wrong? According to Jada, their marriage took a lot of hits over the years, and it just got out of hand that the pair couldn't deal with the problems any longer, hence their decision to live separately 7 years ago. But if they'd truly separated in 2016, why did the pair keep it a secret from the whole world? They'd been doing a good job of displaying the mess of their marriage, so why couldn't they let the cat out of the bag about their separation too? During the interview, Jada Pinkett Smith claimed that she didn't reveal this shocking information over the years because she and Will Smith weren't ready to reveal that part of their lives yet. She added that the thought of presenting the fact that she and Will had been separated to the public felt like a difficult task, and they both never figured out how to drop the bomb. They only decided to separate with hopes that they'd work on themselves individually and maybe come back together to build a more solid relationship. Clearly that never happened and the pair remained separated. But despite the separation, the duo still never got a divorce. This is where the confusion sets in. Since they were already separated, it wouldn't have been difficult to end the marriage once and for all. But it appears they never nursed the thought of getting a legal divorce. In fact, during the interview, Jada claimed that she could never bring herself to finally end the marriage between her and Will no matter what.
I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. And I just haven't been able to break that promise.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
So, are the two just what, stuck together forever, but living separate lives? We're as confused as you are. This revelation is crazy, and at the same time, it leaves fans wondering and confused as to where this leaves Jada and Will Smith. But if we decide to stick by what Jada said during the interview, and also in her soon-to-be-released memoir titled Worthy, she and Will Smith will always find a way to work through whatever life throws at them. Jada also mentioned that she and Will are currently still trying to work out some type of partnership instead of considering a legal divorce. So it appears that while the love and magical butterflies that keep two people together were already absent from their marriage, Jada and Will Smith were able to come to a mutual agreement to stay together, but separately, if that makes any kind of sense. All of this Jada mentioned in her upcoming book, Worthy, which is all about her marriage to Will Smith, career, and life. So you can expect that more shocking revelations may be discovered in the book. But hey, I want to hear your thoughts on this crazy bombshell about Jada and Will's marriage in the comments section down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.